Ford is not really transparent when it comes to service intervals. The company has fallen into the same trap as many other car brands in Europe and started stretching the recommended intervals to an unacceptable extent. You can find a PDF called Interval Overview for All Vehicles, and this document says that the MK8 Fiesta with almost any engine will need regular service, which is basically an oil and filter change plus some basic inspections, once every 2 years or 18,000 miles. This covers the 1.0-liter EcoBoost non-hybrid engines, 1-liter EcoBoost MHEV, 1.5 EcoBlue diesel, and only the 1.5 DuraTorque engine has an interim service once every year or 10,000 miles. The Fiesta ST with the 1.5-liter EcoBoost has the recommended service interval of 1 year or 12,500 miles. This is wild. This is pure madness, since even if you use perfect Ford OEM oil, 2 years and 18,000 miles intervals are going to kill it before it reaches 100k miles. These are the UK intervals, but in other markets it's also 2 years and 30,000 kilometers. So I suggest you should think twice before you follow these intervals. Here are my suggestions for the proper service intervals for these vehicles. Oil and filter change once every year or 8-10,000 miles. For the wet belt engines, I would change oil even more often, since any oil dilution with petrol will lead to timing belt degradation in the 1.0 EcoBoost non-hybrid engines. Then the engine air filter and cabin air filter should be changed at least once every 2 years or 20,000 miles, whichever comes first. If you drive in dusty conditions a lot, just change both filters along with the oil change once every year. Wet belts in the 1.0 EcoBoost have an interval of 150,000 miles, and the majority of engines will fail earlier than that because of the belt degradation and its particles clogging the oil intake. So changing this belt at least once every 70-80,000 miles is a good idea. The modern 1.0 EcoBoost hybrid engines have a chain instead of the belt, and this chain doesn't have any stated interval, so it should only be changed if it's rattling. Brake fluid should be tested for water dilution at every yearly service and changed when it's not good anymore. Ford often says it should be changed once every 3 or 2 years, but unless it has a certain amount of water in it, the fluid is good and there is no need to spend money on it. Also, the coolant will last about 10 years and 120,000 miles originally. Then if you use OEM coolant for your car, it will need to be changed once every 5 years or 60,000 miles. Just to be on the safe side and to avoid any corrosion in the system. Spark plugs do have a manufacturer stated interval, but basically they should be changed once every 5 years or 80,000 miles, or when there are any codes for misfiring occur in your car. For the ST model, Ford uses extra durable spark plugs, and they will most likely last over 100,000 miles.